Hello everybody, welcome again to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about stuff that is happening in Jamaica, my land of birth. Now I just received a voice note from my friend, one of my Jamaican friends. We live same place in Canada. It says, "So sad, brother. Jamaicans have become like Esau, which sold out his birthright for a morsel of bread. A curse therefore remains. Collective confessions, repentance, and restitution therefore is the only way out. Otherwise we will see and witness other groups of people inheriting the paradise, which is what is happening. We no longer can make claims to our foreparents' properties as our own. We collectively has to repent collectively and let God does his restoration, if we thus find favor. Otherwise we are either slaves or trespassers. What a dismal shame and disgrace." Now, I am showing the video of the Souflotv. It's a channel that I'm subscribed to and I follow at all times. But I must say that when I look at the videos that this gentleman posts, most of the videos are very negative about Jamaica. I can't remember this guy doing anything positive, any positive side of Jamaican life. The beauty, the people, the music, the beaches, the tourism. Jamaica is a place that tourists, like from Canada and the United States and the UK and other parts of the world, they don't just go and visit one time. They go constantly. I remember I was working at a hotel in Jamaica in Montego Bay, and one tourist received an award for the most regular visitor to our country, and that hotel in particular. And if our country was that bad, I don't think people would be returning so often. But some of these people are very negative about our country, and I am not going to say that some of the things the things he's reporting is not true. There are killings, it's a reality, and ever since I know myself, Jamaica has always been like that, and I'm in my 50s. I born and grew in one of the most violent area. I survived it, but one thing I can tell you, and I can tell you of a fact, nobody just gets up, take a gun and shoot you in Jamaica because you're a human being. That is not true. Right now, when I visit Jamaica, I stay in one of the most volatile area, and I just put on my clothes, I walk out the street, take my bus, and I go to Half a Tree, go wherever I'm going. Nobody troubles me in that area or whatever, because I'm not in any mix-up with anybody and nobody's looking for me, so I don't have to be looking over my shoulder. What a lot of people don't understand is Jamaicans are not stupid, they're not idiots. Jamaican guys will kill you if you're involved or your family is involved, and they can't catch the family, they catch you, they will kill you. So that is why it's very important that your family stay clear of mix-up and bad transactions that go wrong. But apart from that, I can tell you that I walk what you would call volatile, inner city, bad areas. You talk about Tivoli, you talk about Waltham, you talk about Olympic Gardens, you talk about Waterhouse, you talk about Spanish Town, Trench Town. These are places I used to just drive through, go to church, Adventist church. Let me tell you, nobody gets up and just take and say, oh, it's a human being there, let me go shoot him. Bow, bow. It doesn't work like that in Jamaica. So far be it. People will kill you when there is argument, when there is problems, when there is something that go down and it wasn't in their favor and you're a part of it, or you're related to somebody's part of it. Then or maybe somebody long ago killed somebody for you and you now see somebody that relate to that person, whatever. So it always has a story behind it. Because I can tell you, anybody can take up themselves and go to Jamaica and walk anywhere, any area, and you see a guy sitting down and smoking their weed, and you say hi to them, they hi to you, and you're going about your business. Worse if you know somebody in the area and you're walking with them, you're safe. So there's no need to paint the picture of Jamaica like it's a killing spree people go on. It's not like that. And if this guy at Souflowtv is painting that picture, he's just doing it to grow his channel and to drive fear in people's heart, because that's not how Jamaican function, and I can testify of it because I grew up in Jonestown, Kingston 12 during the era of the 1980s when bad man like Starkey, General, George Pang, and you name those bad men, I know them all, been there, done that. And they don't just get up and kill you. Well, during the election, if it was like, if you're PMP and you go in jail per area, yes, they'll kill you and vice versa. But apart from that, these days I'm talking about, people don't just get up and shoot you for nothing. That's not how Jamaicans operate. They usually, and in terms of like a robbery, yes, they'll rob you and some will kill you. And that is why smart people, if you in a lion's mouth, you know how, in a lion's den, you know how to tread. You know, just profile yourself as a chicken in a lion's den, because the lion gonna grab the chicken and eat it. So what you need to do is dress like a lion. You know, and so the lion see another lion and not necessarily gonna rush it. You know, just a basic analogy. But I am kind of disturbed that this guy on Souflowtv has so many negative videos on the country, and so it drives fear in those of us overseas who probably sometime thinking of going home, right? See this thing that I just read to us. Now, people, a lot of idiots are around, and these idiots will tell you, Jamaica has been sold out to the Chinese, Jamaica has been sold out, and da 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 da. Listen, if you know what Jamaica is like, you would be happy to know that people are interested in buying properties, investing in Jamaica, things are happening, building up the economy and all of that. Jamaica is on I watched a video just yesterday that the guy is saying that Jamaica could become the next Singapore because of where the location is and the shipment port and all kind of big plans that they have, right? So Jamaica is poised. It's just I think it's on the 20th. There was the Port Royal. A place like Port Royal, nobody thought of that, and I have to congratulate this government, the administration, this current administration under the leadership of Andrew Holness. Mark you, I'm a PMP by birth, so I'm never used to voting for Labour rights. But honestly, if I was there, I would vote for JLP for them to get another term, because this guy Andrew, under his administration, I see some good signs of things happening. I hear companies that are doing IPOs and people are investing. The stock market is one of the best in the world, top 5. You know, I try to make some money in Canadian stock market, and but the money is just stagnant. The Canadian stock market is probably one of the worst, and they did say, yeah, I'm not trying to beat my country, I love this country too, but yard is yard and facts is facts. Jamaica stock market is doing excellent over a lot of stock market. People not even looking here again to invest in Canada because a lot of bad things have been happening. However, people are looking to invest in Jamaica. So we need to understand the what is happening there and take advantage of it and stop listening to these idiots about they're selling out. We're happy to know that Jamaica is opening up its corridors and its borders or whatever, opening up the country to investing and to people inflowing. It is just these narrow-minded people who want the country to remain stagnant and so that they can do as they please. I want Jamaica to have Chinese, Indians, you name it, white people, Russian, whatever nationality to come there and live there, so we have a real multicultural place. I want to see this using up the technology to fight crime so that they put away these guys who are giving our country a bad rap. Yeah, I want to see my country prosper. So if one day when I get old and can't take this cold of 6 months of cold where you have to hibernate like a bear in Canada, right? I would like to jump on a plane and go back home and know that I have, I live in a safe, nice country that is booming and doing well economically. And that is how Jamaica is poised right now. So people need to stop listening to the negativity. There's another guy here, and I like what he's offering on his channel. It's called Errol Anthony Stevens, a footballer, and he tells his story of how he left Jamaica, was in Russia, and I mean, going to the supermarket, they rushed him. He was experiencing serious racism while he was in Russia, and they're making monkey noises at him when he's playing his football and all those things. So the guy has decided to come back home and to invest, and he too, like myself, was turned off our country, but the guy has decided to bring his nice wife. He has 2 lovely boys, and he's decided to do his Airbnb and invest, and he's teaching Jamaicans how to invest, and he's in the right place, right? And he's offering a very positive encouragement for people to forget about the fear factor. It's recently I also called a friend of mine who used to flip cars, and I said, boy, how you surviving in Jamaica when the crime is so bad? He says it's overblown, because he's still there doing his car business. Nobody's troubling him, and he buys and he sells his cars and stuff. And I remember the last time in 2017 I went there too. The guy saw him in the bank. He was doing a car transaction, and he was just like cool as a cucumber, doing his business, making his money. Jamaica is a country where the one thing I can say about Jamaica, if you are smart, street smart, you can survive by hustling and by doing little things, because it's not so restricted and government control. Government is in your back 24/7 to get money out of you and to make you become indebted and to impoverish you. That's not Jamaica. Jamaica is a place where you can do a little hustling and you make your little money, and it's not everything you have to report to government that you make $10, so they must get for them $30 out of your money, your hard-earned money. Jamaica government doesn't stay like that. They are more on the side of just liberal, allow people, because there's not enough jobs. So when people are hustling, the Jamaica place, you can they'll allow a certain amount of economic activity without having to be throwing you before the courts and fining you for selling cigarette on the sidewalk and selling soup and down here or there. They don't do that, and so our country is one of the country where you can survive. Yes, the crime is high, and for a country so small, the crime is high. So I'm not gonna say I'm knocking Souflowtv for saying the crime is high, but when you focus too much on the negative is my problem, because the crime is indeed high. 1,600 is really unacceptable in a small country like that, because if you go to other country that with 20 million population in a war, you're not having 1,000 people dead, right? So Jamaica really has a crime problem, and I used to pastor, I used to bury people, and let me tell you something, on a Sunday, man, you go to Dovecourt, oh my gosh, it's jam-packed. I had to be during the from Sundays you have I used to do like 3 funerals on a Sunday, right? And during the week, like on a Monday and a Wednesday and so on, you're doing 3 funerals. Sometimes you have to turn away people funerals. So yes, the statistics is high about the crime in Jamaica, but as I say, most of them are people who are involved in illegal activity and things not going right between them, so they end up killing each other. So there's no, and I lived there for over 40 odd years and nobody really, and I was in trouble because me and my family, even right now, I have family live on Bay Farm, I have family live on Olympic Way and all those Waterhouse and those places. They've never been in any problem because they drive the little bus and the taxi and they do their little hustling and nobody troubles them, and we have lived like that as a family from Jonestown. We weren't part of the shooting and the killing, and people I know were my friends who got involved in the badness. They end up losing their life. My family is still there. You never hear one of them get shot or they're in jail or mix up. So it all depends on how people decide to live their life. It all depends on how you live your life. You can go to Jamaica, live in nice communities. And you know what, as the guy says here, Errol, Stevens, he says it's good to live in a gated community and don't live in the ghetto where you are. I like that point that he made in one of his videos. Don't live in a ghetto and be driving the big, nice, fancy car while the other people riding bicycle or riding, so they feel inferior and they target you and they look, the bad mind and all those things come into play, because a lot of Jamaican people are indeed bad mind. If they're not making it and you're making it, some of them will grudge you, set you up and all of that. I know that as a fact, right? But so you choose where you live carefully, a nice gated community where you have a certain type of people live there and whatever, and things will be good. You can enjoy that country because it's a very family oriented country, and most of us who leave our Jamaica to come in these foreign countries, and we have no grandmother to help us with our kids, we have no support, no backative. It's like for me and my family, we just live in a little quiet community, which is basically just us four most of the time. No friend, nothing. These places are not very friendly in Canada. They may tell it's a family country. It's not in a sense, but it's a place where you have to work in the cold and you don't have a lot of friends, you don't have the family support. So the little money that you work, you gotta give it out to maybe somebody to babysit for, etc., etc. Anyway, I don't want to go too long, but the whole point I'm making is, don't listen to all these negative people who beat down our country and the crime and the crime and the crime and the crime, because crime is everywhere. I mean, when you think about America is one of the worst countries to live, because I mean, I was there a couple years ago and I think it was July 4th, and right beside us there are gunshot going off everywhere. You have to be careful not to get in an argument with people in a parking lot. They'll literally kill you because everybody have gun, right? Chicago, those places, you name it, worse than Jamaica, where thousands die, 12,000 per year in those, So what it make it look like Jamaica is the worst place on the earth is not true. So Jamaica is poised to do well under this administration. I'm feeling very proud when I saw that video about the Port Royal opening, and I really think this guy Andrew Holness got something going for him, right? While I close, I hope that he will also listen to this video, and I'm saying to Mr. Holness, you see that Mandela Park there, you guys need to get rid of it. Make a big CN Tower like building for the tourists to go and eat and look over the city. I think that would be excellent to have a CN Tower kind of thing in place of Mandela Park, where you have these iglas sit down and selling crap. that is not what is needed there. So it need a nice state-of-the-art thing to make the tourists have somewhere to go, something to marvel at. So that is my thing to Andrew Holness and his administration. I hope that he will listen and you guys can share the video and leave a thumbs up, leave a like if you like what I've said. And I wish you all the best, but don't be afraid of Jamaica, man. Let your kids, don't just stay overseas, take them there, let them see the all-inclusive, oh my gosh, don't talk about the food, the wonderful Jamaican food. I plan to take my kids there to the all-inclusive, let them enjoy the beautiful beaches that we have, the sand, sea and sun and fun and food and frolic and you name it. So there's no place like Jamaica, man. Yeah, God bless you. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already and to share this video and be positive about our country because great things are going to be happening to our country. Bye-bye.